All right, number 7, the quantity of paper recycled in the United States in thousands of tons from 1993 to 2007 can be modeled by this equation. P of x equals negative 0.0013 x to the fourth plus 0.0513 x to the third minus 0.662 x squared plus 4.128 x plus 35.75, where x is the number of years since 1993. This is going to be common when we're dealing with dates. We don't want to set everything back to year 0. We'll create some year 0 for our function and just say x represents all the years since that date. And in this equation, we're starting at 1993 and going forward from there. So we're also given this graph of the function. And you can see on the x-axis, we've got years since 1993. We're starting here at 0, which is 1993, and going forward from there. On the y-axis, we've got the amount of recycled paper in thousands of tons. All right, so our first question, it says, use the graph to estimate the amount of paper recycled in 1993, 1999, and 2006. Then find each value algebraically. All right, so let's start with 1993. If we look on our graph, 1993 obviously is 0 years since 1993. So we're just looking at year 0 here. And if we look on our graph, it looks like we're just above 35,000. So let's call that 36,000 tons. So we're estimating that in 1993, there was 36,000 tons of paper recycled in the United States. To confirm that algebraically, we're going to plug in 0 for x. Because remember, this is years since 1993, so we're at year 0 here in 1993. So if we plug that in, if we plug in 0 everywhere we see an x, and I'm not going to do that because we can notice here that if we plug in 0 for x here, 0 to the fourth is still 0. That's going to make this entire term 0. 0 to the third is 0. That's going to make this entire term 0. And then this entire term will be 0. This term will be 0. And we're just going to be left with 35.75, which is equal to 35,750 tons. So our estimate was pretty close to the amount that we got by plugging it into that equation and confirming it algebraically that way. All right, so that's 1993. The next one we wanted was 1999. So 1999 is 6 years from 1993. So if we go over here to 6 years along the x-axis and go up to where the graph is there, it looks like it's just above 45, so we're going to call that 46. So we're going to estimate from the graph that there were 46,000 tons of paper recycled in 1999. And now to confirm this algebraically, we've got to do a little bit more work. We're going to plug in 6 for x, and let's just go through 0.0013 times 6 to the fourth plus 0.0513 times 6 to the third minus 0.662 times 6 squared plus 4.128 times 6 plus 35.75. And if we plug all of that into the calculator, we're going to get that this is equal to 46.082. So that's equal to 46,000, and I said 2, I put 6. 46,082 tons. So again, we were pretty close on our estimate from the graph. All right. Finally, we've got 2006. In 2006, 2006 is 13 years from 1993. So we're going to go over here to year 13, and if we go up, sorry, that's year 14. Year 13 would be halfway in between here. So if we go up, it looks like it's crossing right at 50,000. So we're going to estimate that it's 50,000 tons. And then if we plugged in 13 for x and plug in all of those values, we're going to get that this is equal to 53,113 tons. So this is a little bit off. I think that this graph is not a true representation of this equation, because we were really close when we were in 1993 and in 1999, but once we got to 2006, our graph clearly shows that we're right at about 50,000, but the equation is saying that we should be up higher at about 53,000. Which leads us to part B of this question. Part B of the question says estimate when we're going to reach 50,000 tons. Well, the way to do that is to look first for 50,000 tons, come out this way, see where it's crossing here, and come down, and we see that's at year 13, which we know is in year 2006. And to confirm that algebraically, we do the exact same thing that we just did. And we didn't quite confirm that. I think to find where the equation is equal to 53,000, we'd want to back that out a couple of years, maybe in 2005 or 2004. But for purposes of this assignment, go ahead and just write for part B that we're going to estimate that we're going to reach 50,000 tons in the year 2006.